Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well, hope you're good. We are here at ZOLDER, the home of DTM racing. And I have got a mammoth task of trying to use an epic looking overlay, which is proved to be very not so easy to use. But we're going to run with it anyway. This was the race on Tuesday night, and surely enough, were entertaining. It was brilliant. The racing was brilliant as well. Yes, as you can see, we are at ZOLDER for the GT3 911s. It's an all-one make series brought to you by Tanso Racing Group as well. Let's just turn that off and turn that off again. I forgot about that. You know what? I have so many stuff to turn off. It's unbelievable. Hey, welcome. I am Kevin Randall. I will be your commentator for this event and the GR86s once we get underway, and I've got a hell of a lot to learn. So, this is race one. Have I got the grid? Yes, we do. We have got, look at that! We've got a grid! Oh, dearie me, it looks fantastic. What? Woo! So starting on pole position is Matt Acton alongside Kevin Randall in second place. Scott Crosstrick is in third. Luke Eaglen is in fourth place. Gary Linton's in fifth. Ryan Dudley is in sixth place. Martin Lee seventh. Dave Clark in eighth place. Stuart Breeley is in ninth place, and Jamie McFadden in 10th, and John Johnston in 11th. And we are running, I do believe, another season of this as well, which will be fantastic. So yeah, just bear with me as we get through this. We'll get it underway shortly. I hope you're all well. I hope your day's been good. I tell you what, I had to come away. I had to take a walk, as you did, because this is just brilliant. It's a great bit of setup, but yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, let's get race one underway. We'll see how the boys get on. Let me know if the sound is alright for you as well. Hope it's not too loud. Hope you can hear everything, because last time we didn't hear nothing, did we not? The revs are up. Waiting on the lights. And we're away. Green flag is go. And it's as good as you like. Kevin Randall's already been passed for P2. Wheely's up to P9 as well. Already making moves as well. And we have got an off track already. We've got an off track already. See what happened there. That's a pile up already. Cars going everywhere. That's Kevin Randall. Scott Crosstrick. Back down the order. Got Matt Acton. Still leads the way. Tried to go around the outside with Kevin Randall. Tried to hold his line. Didn't quite work. Didn't quite work at all. We'll master these. Don't get me wrong. We will master these. We'll get them sorted out anyway. This track, like I said, is the home of a DT3 circuit. And it is a circuit as well. Some of the drivers around here love it. It is a Marmite circuit for some as well. The curbs around here, chicanes are absolutely savage. As you can see, you can hit the apex, and they've got a little another set of rumble strips on them as well. You can see like the three markers on the curb. It's not ideal for those. It will send the car a little bit sideways as well. Go up in here, especially to airpin, first airpin. It is not great, but Matt Acton has already pulled a nice little gap of 2.10 seconds down the road ahead of Luke Egan and Ryan Dudley. I know it's quick around here as well. He's pretty handy around here is Ryan Dudley. Raced with him in the GT4s. He is pretty nifty. Not too bad at all. Got us into iRacing. He's currently sitting in third place. Gary Linton not too far behind. He is very close. He's in the slipstream to you. He is not doing too bad. Holding on to the back door of Ryan Dudley. The Bulldogs stay there as well. Have a look at them on board as we head down towards the first chicane as well. Very unforgiving. You need to get your braking right for this chicane. Brake too early, you'll be too slow out. You will lose 2 or 3 tenths in this section. You only see the rumble strips on the inside of this curve. It is not great to see kicking Ryan Dudley's car up there into slightly 2 wheels as we come over the crest and down towards the second chicane. Another one where I tend to lose tenths and tenths in this chicane. But it's not as unforgiving as sector 1. But nonetheless, it's still doing well. Hanging on to the rear wing of Ryan Dudley. This is week 3 as well. We're all up next. Where did we get? I did have it all up. Where we was going next, but it's gone. And I did have a look at the track map for this and look at the corner names. Try and make myself sound a bit more professional, which didn't happen because I was like, what? Looking at what? And I know this corner is called Jackie. So I tried to say the second name of it. It wasn't happening at all. This wasn't happening at all. Not Jackie, no. So see the gains there in the battle for first. Luke Egan went up 2 spots. Ryan Dudley's up 3. Gary Hinton up 1. Martin Lee up 2. Jamie McFadden is up 4. Stuart Breeley already up 2 as well. And the big loser in this is Kevin Randall. Caused all that chaos on the first corner. Trying to go around the outside. Made contact with Scott Crosstreet. And yeah, it all went pear-shaped, shall we say, for Kevin Randall, who is 3 seconds off the back of John Johnston, who's got a bit of fresh air around himself. So he's not doing too bad. Fastest lap at the moment is being held by Luke Egan, 1:29.999. Wow. Even surprised himself in qualifying. Came up with a 1:30.6. Even Martin Lee asked me where that time come from. I do not know. But Dave Clark is down the back of the track and the last one running so far. Ooh, look, we've got the speed gaps there. I didn't know I had that one. We can see how fast the drivers are going around the circuit then. There's something new, you see. Something new every day. I must have to learn how to turn some of this off. But nonetheless, we are learning. We're learning. It's a learning curve. And I've got to thank the lads at JP Broadcasting for helping me set this up. It was not easy at all. Not easy at all. Jamie McFadden come across the line. Oh, yeah. Who is his closest rival? Stuart Breeley is just behind here. He's currently sat in 6th place. Gained up 4 positions. Kevin Randall actually lost 8 positions on the start after that incident. And Martin Lee of the FRS and Monster Machine with a big mouth on the front, trying to gobble up the competition as you do. We did have there's 2 heats to this. This is the first one, and then we have a full reverse grid. I do believe maybe the top 15. But yeah, but entertaining nonetheless. Field just being spread out now, just a tad. Matt Acton has got an healthy lead. Well, I did say he did have an healthy lead, but Luke Egan's putting in the fastest lap, so 1:29.66 last time around. He is now on the back door and tracking Matt Acton. As we come round Jackie onto the start finish straight, we'll stay with. We'll stay on board with Mr. Luke and down into turn 1. Another one, you can take it wide if you want, but you choose to take it. Gets all the apex as well, puts a bit of the corner. You can ride that corner on the inside. I prefer to take a wider line myself and then sweep it. You can do that as well. Many lines to be taken around. And some of the lads are saying in the chat as well that this circuit seemed to be a little narrow compared to a set of course of competizione where it's on as well. And I was inclined to agree, to be fair. You know, we're coming into treacherous chicane number 1. Big helping of the curve there from Matt Acton as well. This gap is less than a tenth. Pushing on all the time is Luke. Taking a good help for the curves on both sides. balance your throttle on the exit. You don't want to power out too early, it will light up your tyres. If you do get it wrong on it, your tyres will be shot for at least 2 or 3 laps. It's going to be tracking for a lap at least. We'll be bringing the fight to Mad Acton. Ryan Dudley's a further 3 seconds down the road, not too far. We'll hope them to start scrapping pretty hastily. And when you do, you lose time. They'll bring the field right back onto you. There's Jamie McFadden. Has got Stuart Reilly not too far behind. Just a corner or 2. And then we have got Scott Costrick, who's made up quite a few spots now over John Johnson and Kevin Randall. He was down the order. There's Mr. Johnson, who has gone off track. He's took a little excursion. And they invite Kevin Randall onto his back door. Making a mistake, needs to catch up with the field. Does he not? Yes, he does. He's red down to jacket. Not going to get that move done there. A little bit too far back. Tight line there taken from John Johnston. But Kevin Randall's got a good run onto Mr. Johnston as well. There we are. See, that's how I take my wider line there. Try and keep it out wide as well. We'll be down into 3rd gear for turn 2. Balancing the throttle around all the time. Back up to 3rd. I have to take down gears just to get the nose turned in. I felt like I needed to as well. Taking a little early there, and John Johnston have a bit of breathing space and get down to chicane number 1. Treacherous chicane. Penalty system around here was pretty unforgiving as well. You get this chicane wrong, you go wide, go over that chicane pretty wrong. Or try and straight line it, you will pick up a big penalty or a slow down penalty at least. So yeah, it was very unforgiving. You've got to be on point around Zolder. Definitely have to be on point. You need to be on point tracking Mr. Johnston. We shall see. We're there or thereabouts at least. Not quite yet. Seems to be the closest fight right now, as we've got gaps opening up all over the field. We're only 10 minutes in nearly already of race 1. Going to stay out the slip of Mr. Johnson heading down into turn 1. I don't want to make the same mistake. It was always on my mind making that same mistake. It's not what I wanted to do. You know, cold tyres after qualifying. And it just went pear-shaped for that. But we're going to have a look down the inside now. It's just John Johnston just cuts the nose off there. Keeping his line all the time is Mr. Johnston. Kevin has a look up the inside again. Not going to get that move done. Biding his time. There's Dave Clark in all this. He is 17 seconds behind right now. He's currently running in 11th place. Will be on pole for the reverse grid if he stays where it is. Mad Acton is still leading the way. Luke has dropped off the pace by 3.7 seconds. And Gary Linton is latching onto the back of Ryan Dudley as well. Martin Gerald 09 is further back, 34 seconds back as well. He'll be hoping to catch up with Mr. Martin Lee. Gary Linton currently in 4th. Martin Lee has round out the top 5 as well as he comes through the final chicane and onto the start finish straight. And his monster machine. It's still Kevin Randall, still tracking John Johnston for 9th and 10th. Tight line there for Mr. Johnston. As I said, pretty tight. Run out, didn't use all the circuit, shall we say. And this final chicane, I was getting down to 1st gear for the exit. And we've got an excellent drive. An excellent drive. We're going to sail it down the inside of Mr. Johnson into turn 1. Sometimes 1st gear pays off, sometimes it don't. But Mr. Johnson, Kevin runs it deep. Mr. Johnson's took the inside line, but will be on the outside for turn 2. We're going to run side by side here. Mr. Johnson will drive it all the way around the outside into turn 3. Hanging on around the outside as Mr. Johnson got that move done. That was fantastic driving as well. Right round the outside. Had his throttle on point. Wow, that was fantastic from this. So far, so good. Mad Acton's got fresh air behind him and in front. He's got 3 seconds behind. He's got 5 seconds in front to Martin Lee. He's just making that gap just a little bit bigger from Jamie McFadden. It's now up 6 seconds. Wow. Yes, Martin Lee, you're watching it when you get back. No bother, my friend, no bother at all. Oi, oi, chalky boy. How are you? Nice to have you in the chat. Whoever's in the chat, just come say hello. Let me know how you're doing. How's your day been? Hope you're all good. Hope you are all good indeed. Oh, Matt Acton still leading the way. Still by 4.6 seconds. Just bouncing around the 4.6, 4.5. It keeps fluctuating just a little bit. Seems to have pace in certain areas of the circuit compared to what Luke has it right now. And Ryan Dudley is not too far behind at all. He is now 1.5 off the back of Luke. And pressing on, tyres are up to temperature. Pressures are all good. He's getting his eye, he's getting his apexes as well. I have raced around here, like I said before, with Ryan Dudley. He's not afraid to put his car about. Did miss qualifying. Apparently forgot. Come on, the DC boys, let's go, says Chalky Boy. The DC boys, yes, the DC boys are Ryan Dudley, Martin Lee, and Kevin Randall from the DK Tanso community. But this event is brought to you by Tanso, and my bad, I have literally just remembered. Gotta put everything in, you have gotta put everything in. There you go, the Vape Guru, who sponsors Tanso's events. There you go. Sorry, Mr. JT, that he's there now. The Vape Guru appears like magic in the top right of your screen. Get it up, get it up, get a look at the Vape Guru. Go check them out. They're amazing. So, who is gonna make a move? Gaps are just in and around 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Now we're at 1.3. Gary Linton has got 2.3 to Ryan Dudley. Martin Lee is 5.1 off the back of Gary Linton, and he has got 9 seconds ahead of Jamie McFadden. So Martin Lee's got a race of his own right now, but I tell you who is in a bit of a race. It's Scott Crosstrick, who just makes the move. They've just caught that right in time with Stuart Breelett, who drops down to 8th place. He's still up 1 position. And the recovering driver in the Rainbow Machine is Scott Crosstrick, who's now up and back into 7th place. Not quite sure where he qualified after that incident with Kevin Randall in turn 1. But he's up into 7th place. Kevin Randall has done John Johnston and is on his way in 9th place, and John Johnston down to 10th. Dave Clark still in 11th place as well, and running with lots of fresh air all the way around. So, Scott Crosstrick and Stuart Breelett seems to be having a little bit of a scrap of their own here. They've just swapped positions again. Not many incidents to tell you about, apart from the one that Kevin Randall did on turn 1. Tried to keep it in around the outside, didn't quite work. Cold tyres, like we say. Made contact with the Rainbow sponsored machine with Scott Crosstrick. And yeah, caused a whole host of chaos. And now he's on a reconnaissance drive. He's up to 7th place. And look at it. John Johnston is in the chat. How you doing, bud? How are you, my friend? I hope that sounds and looks alright for you, my friend. I hope that sounds and looks alright. Still toying with a few things. Obviously, there's a lot to learn on this new fathomed overlay with all the buttons and all that. But yeah, we're getting there, Mr. GT. We're getting there. We're getting there indeed. So, the leader, Matt Acton, has got a good lead of 5.2 seconds over Luke Eaglin. Ryan Dudley now is 0.6 of a second behind. Let's get on the cockpit of Ryan Dudley as he's tracking Luke down for this 2nd place. Currently in 3rd. These are the grid runners for 2nd and 3rd. I don't think they'll drop any further than that, barring any random mistakes, and a good corner cut there from Ryan Dudley as well. Uses all the circuit and a bit of sand. Won't do his tyres any good at all. Keeps it in 3rd gear, keeps the car stable. as we're tracking, you don't want to go too wide on that corner. You see the bricks on there, or they can catch you down the third, get that nose tucked in, balancing and twirling with the throttle, full pound out, heading down towards the infamous chicane number 1. I wish I knew its proper name, but we're just going to call it chicane number 1. You can see the other rumble strips on there, and you've got Luke kicking up the back end of that car as well over the crest down to chicane number 2. Another one. It's pretty win or lose here in these chicanes. Big helping of the right hand side there from Duds. Takes all the curb as well, easy down on the throttle, short shift up to the third. Still on the back end of Luke Eaglin. This is one of the corners where you can get an exit and drive it out the corner as well. It's all about the exit on there, and we are on the exit now as Luke goes defensive, holds his car in the centre of the circuit, forcing Duds on the outside. Not going to get that move done again. Down to turn 1, Luke will go again. He's closer this time. He's right under the gearbox of Luke's Porsche. Is he going to sail it down the inside? Fancy a move, not quite biding his time. Took the curb. Beautiful there as well, both drivers. He'll be hoping for a boost, but not a love tap boost. As Ryan Duds is tracking him down. He wants that second place. He wants that second place. I do believe Duds is in a title race of his own as well in the TCRs, run by Tanso as well. There he goes. He's having a look all over the back. That Porsche of Luke is not moving from the centre of the circuit, only to take the inside line for the first chicane. These are the closest pair on the circuit right now. Separated by 0.07 as Duds looks around the inside, not going to get them moved on there into the second chicane. Needs to be just that little bit closer. It's going to be down the final chicane at least. You've seen the exit he got out of the right hander we're coming up to right now. If he can do it again, get right on the gearbox of Luke's Porsche, he will get that move done. Guaranteed. It's all about the drive out that corner. I don't think he's quite close enough this time around. No, not this time around. So we go for another lap, and we haven't got long left. I do believe 1943. We're going to see a white flag at some point. Where is Brian with his flag? We will see it at some point. He's not in the box yet, but it will be coming up. That gap has grown to 7.97 seconds from Luke, who's fighting with Ryan Dudley. Still on his gearbox, not giving up. Relentless pressure supplied by Duds. And where is Gary Linton? He is in 4th place. While these two are scrapping, the gap is coming down a little bit. It's 4.9 seconds. And there he is in the background, heading down chicane number 1. Nowhere to go for Ryan Dudley. Not going to get that move done there. He's biding his time, watching the racing right for Luke's Porsche. Going to be biding his time. Gary Linton is not too far behind. As we just see Martin Lee getting the exit of the chicane number 1. All wrong. Powered out too early, caught the curb, and round he went. Off into the kitty litter, and there it is. We've just seen a little switch. Did we see a switch? We did see a switch, and that is Gary Linton has gained 2 spots within this lap because Luke and Duds, I can only assume, have made a little mistake. They must have had it coming together, and one is not quite sure what happened, but down to 3rd and 4th. Gary Linton, the big winner in this, up to 2nd place. Martin Lee, after that mistake, still in 5th. Scott Kostrick is in 6th. Jamie McFadden is not too far. We have Rainbow sponsored machine. And we've got Stuart Wheeler, he's in 8th. In 9th. JT, the governor himself, is in 10th. Matt Acton stopped on track. I do believe I have bobbled it. Let me get this up for you. once it pops up. Told you, it's all new, all new. No, my, I know, it fell off, bro. It fell off. Literally fell off. Yeah. Can I get it up? We're hoping to get the... Can't. There we go. There's your... Oh, there it is. I'm looking at the wrong screen. What you done? I didn't do it. I forgot to follow Matt Acton for the final lap. Everybody deserves to see a winner. But there is your full race results from race 1. Matt Acton takes the victory on the evening. Gary Linton took second place after Luke Geoghegan and Ryan Dudley. They must have had a coming together. But Luke stays on the podium for third. Ryan Dudley fourth. Martin Lee finishes in the top 5, rounding out the top 5 as well. Martin Lee, well done to you, my friend. Scott Kostrick did finish in 6th place. Jamie McFadden 7th. Stuart Brealey finished in 8th. Kevin Randall finished 9th. John Johnston finished 10th. And Dave Clark finished in 11th place. I tell you, this overlay is not as easy as it looks. It really isn't. There's that many buttons on here. It's bonkers. Bonkers. Wow. Wow. Didn't even mean to do that either. Wow. Well, we've got race 2. Come up very shortly. But in the meantime, get back to normal. We'll do a bit of warm up lap. 5 minutes of warm up. But we'll get this fired up if we can. Trying to. Tell you boys, savage. It is savage. Let me get that done. When this goes live, and we do go live, I hope I've got it ironed out for you boys. How you all doing? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all well. Tell you, it's warm. It's warm. Overlay isn't as simple as you want it. Not a chance. Not a chance. Oh, got another race. One more. Hopefully. Switch it over. Done. Please bear with. God, there's so many things to do. Okay, I believe I've got it. I think I've got it. I hope I've got it. With it being a replay, you have to go through everything and turn it like that. When we go live, hopefully we get it ironed out. I really hope we get it ironed out. But I tell you what, Matt Acton. I'm just having a look at the grid, and I know I did. Oh, teacher. Yeah, let me just. Sorry about this. That highly unprofessional. Yeah, it is. Here's the feature race. Here's the feature race. We're alright. That is the grid. We are good. We are good. So, again, Matt Acton starts where he finished. Pole position. Kevin Randall starting second. Scott Kostrick will start in third. Luke Eaglin will start in fourth. Gary Linton fifth. Gary Linton in fifth. Ryan Dudley sixth. Martin Lee seventh. Dave Clark in eighth. Stuart Breelett in ninth. Jimmy McFadden in 10th. And John Johnston in 11th. Woo! Let's go racing. Let's get it up. Let's go. Oh, we're waiting on the lights. Engines are poised. The boys are ready. 20 minutes is ZOLDER, the final race from this evening. And we are away. And who is making moves already? Stuart Breelett up 4 spots. As we have got another incident involving quite a few of them down the order. That's Scott Kostrick, the Rainbow Machine, taking an hammer in again. Luke Eaglin getting caught up in that event as well. Ooh, not a great start again. Not a great start again. He's involved in it again with Kevin Randall. Gary Linton all at it again. Turn 1. Infamous turn 1. Cold tyres. And again, Scott Kostrick has got it all to do. All to do. As Dave Clark is off in the kitty litter. He's off in the kitty litter. And dropping down the order as well. Cold tyres. Brakes are semi-cold. Just because we've done a race before doesn't mean the tyres are always warm. The brakes are never warm. But the guy who came in last in race 1 is leading the way for race 2. But Matt Acton, who run race 1, is on the back end of Martin Lee as well. Oh, we've got a car off in the background as well. I did just see that. That was Luke. He went straight on into the kitty litter. John Johnston's just dropping down the order as well. Gary Linton comes through. We've got Kevin Randall behind him again. Pretty tight affair between these boys so far. As it is for Martin Lee up in second place, tracking Stuart Breelett 4,000ths of a second behind. Matt Acton's going to try and do a John Johnston around the outside of turn 2 here as well. We've seen it done, gets that move done as well. A fantastic move by Matt Acton around the outside. That was a very, very, very good move, got to be said. Martin Lee down to third. Ryan Dudley is a man on the move. Gained 2 spots so far. Martin Lee's big gainer so far. He is in gained 4. Stuart Breelett gained 8. As you can see there on your little battle board on the left of the yellow screen. Gotta love it, gotta love it. And I don't know why that keeps popping up into it in the screen. We may never know. But we've got a big fight now. Ryan Dudley looking up the inside of Martin Lee. And has got the inside line done. Signed, sealed, delivered from Ryan Dudley up to third place. And Martin Lee will look to return the favour with it. No, not going to get that move done there. Good for a faster line out of there as well. Now the move being made so far. But Gary Linton got an excellent drive out of that corner as well. Is Luke Eaglin is down the order. He is currently 2.4 seconds off the back of Dave Clark. Kevin Randall's into the final himself. We've been covering again Scott Kostrick and Jamie McFadden. This race, this move is absolutely phenomenal. In some of the tracks, I'd beg personally, but once you get used to it, you've been in it, you follow a car for a couple of laps, it is really, really good racing. It is pretty special indeed. What would be special would be for this guy not getting caught up in Kevin Randall's mistakes. He must have been cursing him that night. Because if it was me, I probably would have done myself. But the lad's absolutely legendary, these boys. Absolutely legendary. So come and get involved. And I'll tell you who has got involved. Again, Matt Acton got involved and got his car up into first place. As Ryan Dudley looks to go round inside for the sweeper down into the second chicane. But he will be on the outside. That'll be Stuart Brealey will keep the inside lines. Martin Lee's having a look as well. Gary Linton near it. All Congo in around here. So there's a big circuit. Pretty much a power circuit by the chicanes. It is a fantastic little circuit to be on. It can be very, very unforgiving. Bit of power slide there on Gary Linton's Porsche. Tried to power out just a little bit too eager. Down the back door as we sit there. Ryan Dudley having a look all over the back of Stuart Brealey's Porsche and got nowhere to go. Stuart Brealey might do well. Have a look and keep the inside lines, keeping that Porsche pretty parked. Good. Hard on the power now, hard on the brakes. Gained right on the back there of Gary Linton's Porsche. Still got no move to be made here. Gary Linton pointing that Porsche in every spot available to avoid Ryan Dudley making a move, but it is coming. You can only do it for so long, and he's in the centre of the track right now. Is Gary Linton, and nowhere to go. But Dud's got a good drive. Sold him the Schumacher's flick. Now he's on the inside for the chicane. Sold down to late braking. No, gonna get it done. Not gonna force the issue. But got a drive out there. Gary Linton hit the curb hard on the exit of that chicane. Dud's now on the outside, heading down towards the second chicane. Stuart's on the outside, gives it up. A little tap on his rear quarter there as well as Dud's goes through. Gary Linton. Stuart Brealey next on circuit. Next Martin Lee. All over the back of Gary Linton, heading down towards. Not close enough. I thought he was going to sail a move there just to be a little brave, but not quite. Favourite parts now seem to be the middle of the circuit for these 911s. Don't seem to be any other way around them. Gary Linton says, I'll just drive down the outside here on the exit of Jackie Corner. It looks like Stuart Brealey's got a good exit there as well. So let's have a look down the inside. Clips the rear quarter there of Stuart Brealey. Martin Lee catches the back end as well. Fires him off circuit. Oh, that was not what's meant to happen. And he has just lost a whole host of places. A whole host of places. As Kevin Randall has got Jamie McFadden for company. Company 8th and 9th, 7th and 8th. Oh dear, and who is this? Stuart Brealey has gone right round on the exit there. I tell you, it's unforgiving. You power out too early, you think you've got it comfortable, and you haven't got it comfortable at all. You power out too early on a corner, it's just going to light you up and spin you. It's just going to spin you around. But Matt Acton has got 5 seconds over Ryan Dudley. That gap's coming down, a tenth of the time. And who else is off? Scott Kostrick is in the pits. I'm not sure if that's a slowdown or a stop and go penalty. One may never know. But Mr. JT himself is in 3rd place. He's got Jamie McFadden and Martin Lee piling on the pressure for the podium positions. And Gary Linton drives off circuit and down to 8th. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, mistakes around here will cost you. The circuit is very, very, very unforgiving. But Luke is currently sitting in 6th. Dave Clark is in 7th. Martin Lee, Jamie McFadden having a look down the inside. Not quite there. Martin Lee made a good few spots up there as well. But not too bad at all after dropping down 8 spots. Wow, Mr. JT holding off the effervescent cars from behind, and a bit of a cork in the bottle, shall we say, heading into chicane number 1. A big helping of the curve there for Jamie McFadden. Don't do his exit speed any good at all. But Martin Lee is all over the back. Just bides your time through the chicane. Don't want to power out of this one too early. Got to throttle balance all the way around here. Let me hammer it on the exit of this corner right now. Get it down nice and early. That's been Luke there as well. Brought him a little closer to Martin Lee. Does he fancy a move down the inside? Not showing yet. Not showing yet. But Jamie McFadden ever closer to the back of John Johnston. In the meantime, the boys behind slowly catching. Dave Clark's catching as well. I'm watching the time gap. It's now 1.5 to this trio in front. And Kevin Randall is further 2.1 behind. And Gary Linton, who went off circuit a little short while ago, is only 1.7 as well. And Stuart Brealey is a further 6.6 behind. After his pits, after his stop and go, still in 11th place is Scott Coster. No way through for Jamie McFadden. John Johnston still fighting. Oh, and that is, who was that? Was that Dave Clark? Got it wrong on the exit of turn 2? It was. That was Dave Clark, got it wrong on the exit of turn 2. Went sideways into the barriers and then pinballed him across the circuit. But Jamie McFadden got that move. Oh, and a little side swipe there as well by Luke Eagle and Martin Lee. So the cars are sensitive around here. They are unforgiving. Martin Lee again having a little excursion. Got a faster car coming. Stuart Brealey got that move done around the outside of the cover. Martin Lee now back down to 9th place. The dangers in this was Luke, John Johnston, Kevin Randall and Gary Linton, and Stuart Brealey as well just drove around the outside of Martin Lee. And Dave Clark recovering as well, 4.2 seconds behind. Let's have a look at the leader with 8 minutes to go. He's got 4.8 over Ryan Dudley right now. As you can see there, it says 5 seconds. So, not too bad at all. Run race 1. Even race 2. Ryan Dudley had a little coming together, ended up finishing just outside the podium positions. Will be hoping to stay on the podium this time around. He has got a good healthy lead, a good 20 seconds to Luke, the car behind, fresh air all the way down the aisle. So this is where the trios are. Luke and Jamie McFadden very close together as well. John Johnston not too far behind this trio as well. As we look at Jamie McFadden, did have a look around the outside, fall again. Going to stay on the rear wing of this car. See if we get that move done. It's pretty close. Get on board and have a look. You've got 2. When you get the exit there, you don't want to bang it out of gear. You just want to nail that throttle as early as you can. When you think the car's planted and straight, that's when you want to nail the throttle. Otherwise, you're just going to go right round. Down to first gear. I'm not the only one then. Easy to get the nose turned in. It does help with a bit of exit. You want to short shift it into second, get them rear wheels from locking and get the power down early as you can. Heading into turn 1. Keeps it wide. Evades the curb. Oh, not giving him a great exit. That's a great save though. He has lost a bit of time then. And there's Gary Linton in all this. He's 2.7 seconds back. John Johnston on board, goes sideways. Ooh, that's the exit of turn 2. That's the infamous turn 2. Now he's got to wait and let everybody else pass. That is Stuart Brealey, Martin Lee on the way around as well. Just reversed in time for Dave Clark to come through. Whoa. Oh. Action all the way around the field. I told you the racing was pretty phenomenal. Where did he go? We've got a car going around somewhere. I don't know where he went. He just kind of disappeared. He ghosted. He ghosted. Didn't want to be seen. So what's this gap now? Still 5.8 seconds from Ryan. these boys got fresh air, like I say. No real pressure for the drivers up front. What is John Johnston doing? He's recovering now. He has got 5.2 seconds to Dave Clark. Martin Lee recovering. Martin Lee tracking down Stuart Brealey. This will be for 8th and 7th place. Still in the top 10, so that's still the rest so far. Kevin Randall, Mr. Incident himself. To dub him Mr. Incident because he does cause 1 or 2. He is 4.5 seconds off the back of Gary Linton, who is tracking Jamie McFadden. And Luke, I'm just going to call you Luke, so I'm not sure if I say your name wrong, bro. Your second name even. It's like Eagle and Eagle and anything, so yeah. I even said cross-strip one the other day. Cross-strip, I didn't know. Yeah, then I heard it's cross-strip. So I'll learn, I will get there. We will get there. Yeah. We will get there. I'll tell you who's getting there as well is Gary Linton. Now. That close. He's that close to gaining another spot in the top 5. Wants a top 4. You can see 3rd just down the road as well. Got a beautiful exit as well. And Gary Linton has got the outside line here. There's Jamie McFadden. There he is. Dropped off. Gave him the space. Knew the car in front was faster. Got that move signed, sealed and delivered to Gary Linton. And he is now 4.4 off the back of Luke. And Kevin Randall has got a drive-through penalty. That is an incident caused penalty. That is a drive-through. And he will now drop down the order as well. Very, very quickly. It is work, the drive-through work. I got so many incident points, and I think when I came out I gained another one, and if I would have got one more incident point I would have got disqualified. But yeah, I gained a drive-through penalty, and turn 1 was my chicane number 1 was my nemesis. It really was. Guaranteed all the time. Guaranteed. Luke has made a mistake because Gary Linton, Jamie McFadden made a mistake and gone through. And Luke is running at the top 5 right now. Dudley and Matt Acton, that gap has up to 6.6 seconds. So looking for the closest fight on circuit right now, which seems to be these two. After Kevin Randall and his drive-through penalty, John Johnston is in 9th place. Still up 2 spots. Still not too bad at all. Who else? Jamie McFadden is in the pits. 17 minutes on the clock, and Jamie McFadden is the next driver, I do believe, to receive a drive-through penalty. And Martin Lee is still tracking Stuart Brealey, but they will gain spots as they go around due to these drive-through penalties. As will Mr. Johnston, Dave Clark. Not sure everybody wants to watch a man do a drive-through, but it's there. And I do know in the race, I've just seen the top of his Porsche coming outside the wall here on my right hand side, and I thought I got the move done, but I didn't get it done. He got out just in front. I didn't there you go, come out just in front of me. I was driving like a little trooper to get that move done over Jamie McFadden, but I didn't, and the gap is 1.5 seconds. John Johnston now tracking Stuart Brealey for 8th and 7th place respectively. I'm going pretty good as well. I do like Mr. Johnson's picture there, but that's pretty cool. First time I've seen that. Should pay attention, should I? I really should. 18:36 on the clock. Matt Acton, like he did in race 1, has run away and is leading race 2. He's got now 14 seconds over Ryan Dudley, who's had a pretty clean good race himself. So You know, till we're 14 seconds down the road. Just keeping it on circuit. Gary Linton rounding out the top 3. He's got a gap to himself as well. I don't want to miss him this time. Obviously, I want to replay. I've got to look out for the guy with the white flag and all that jazz. We will get better as we go on. As we go on, we will get better as we go on. It took me 2 days to set this overlay up. I've ordered it out from JP Broadcasting as well. Phenomenal bunch of lads, got to be said. They've really helped me. And to have this like this, I think it looks pretty amazing. Got to be said. Got to be said. Matt Acton really come over for another lap. Or is that the one? I'm looking for the guy in the box. Oh no. I should actually know if he keeps going around. Yep, he's on another lap. Good 15 seconds behind Gary Linton, still in 3rd place. From Luke, who is currently in 4th. Martin Lee has gained a really few spots. He's rounding out the top 5. There's Dave Clark, who's in 6th. Stuart Brealey, all on his own, in 7th place. Kevin Randall is in 8th. John Johnston, 9th. Damon McFadden in 10th. Ooh, yeah. We will get there. Definitely get there. So we're going to stay with him. He's deserved it. He hasn't had much tea time up the front. He's only got a couple of corners to go, and the gaps are pretty healthy around the circuit. The smallest gap's 3.3 seconds. We will stay with Matt Acton on his final lap. We don't want to miss him this time around. Started down the order as it was with first grid. John Johnston is in the pits for some reason. We shall see. There you go, across the line. Victory for Matt Acton in race 2 in the Tanso 911 GT3 League here at ZOLDER this evening. Congratulations to you, my friend. Ryan Dudley will be next across the line. He will come home in 2nd place. Been pretty clean, pretty fluent, shall we say. And Ryan Dudley will come home in 2nd place. Gary Linton will hang on just about by 7,000ths of a second from Luke. Apart from a spin right now, would have been kicking teeth. He's going to hang on for 3rd place ahead of Luke. Congratulations to you, Mr. Linton. Not too bad at all. Martin Lee will come out and round out the top 5. Still getting 2 spots on the evening. That's not too bad at all. That is not too bad at all. And I've had a few mistakes this evening with off tracks and collisions, but it is what it is. Dave Clark will come home in 6th place. Congratulations to you, my friend. Stuart Brealey will just hang on. Will just hang on. 7th place. Yeah, Kevin Randall will come home in 8th place. Wow. That was pretty cool indeed. That was pretty cool indeed. So, there is your results. Wow, that was cool. That was cool. I enjoyed. Don't know why I've got multiple. Not actually quite sure, but Matt Acton took victory in the feature race as well, from Ryan Dudley in 2nd place, Gary Linton in 3rd, Luke Eaglen in 4th, Martin Lee 5th, Dave Clark in 6th, Stuart Brealey finished 7th, Kevin Randall finished 8th after his multiple car pileup and turn 1, lap 1. Damon McFadden in 9th, John Johnston 10th, and Scott Kostrick in 11th place. So, that was pretty cool. It was pretty good. Like I said, this is just post-race comms from the 911 GT3 League. It's run on a Tuesday evening. If you want to get involved, get in the Discord on Tanso Racing Group. Tanso Racing Group on Facebook, and www.tansoracing.co.uk for the web page as well. That is brought to you as well and sponsored by the Vape Guru and commentated on by DSC Broadcasting. New to me, I know, it's new to me. It really is new. But we're learning, we're going to use it as a learning curve. What we're going to do. Oh, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Just a couple of clicks and that's how you do it. Right, I know how you do it. And see, I have to look left, look right, look left, look right. Get it all sorted out as you do. That's your results for the feature race. Oh dear. We will get there. We will get there. And I've got to input the points as well and sort the points out. But until I get all that ironed out, I will be doing a midweek report and bringing all the Tanso points over, the points tables. So you can see all the standings, which I'll probably do tomorrow night with you with a few beers. We'll get some midweek report done. Got some from the DSC Sim community as well to bring up. So yeah, we'll get it done and get it ironed. So still a few creases left in the overlay that I've got to iron out, but we won't find out until opening night when the GR86s are actually live looks. So keep watching this space for more news on the 86s. But I hope you enjoyed the stream nonetheless. If you did, hit that like and subscribe, or just like. Not fussed. Anyway, I've been Kevin Randall. DSC Broadcasting is ending. I'll see you soon. Peace.